What is up, guys and gals? Welcome to Shabby Merfolk. I'm your shabby host, Millmaster, and unfortunately, the last couple of videos I recorded yesterday had a lot of audio and video problems. The audio basically didn't record. The video was really choppy. I don't know what happened to them. So I'm just going to say screw it. I'm not going to try to salvage them, and I'm just going to post this league as 3 videos basically. So right now we're 1-1 in the league. Yesterday I had a different deck. Actually, I recorded them 2 days ago. I had a little bit of different deck that I was going to try out, but of course, this last weekend, Nikachu was in the finals of Grand Prix Vancouver, and I decided instead to just take his deck and run that and sort of see how that went into a post-GP metagame. Of course, I'm Mr. 19 lands, so I'm running 1 card difference, which is 19 lands and 1 Seas Claim. And so that's the deck that we're running right now. Played our first match against Elves, and of course we got smashed, especially because I don't even have gut shots or anything. We played our second game against red-blue, I don't know what you call it, prowess. You know, it's Thing in the Ice and Bedlam Reveler deck. So we are in our game 3. We're in round 3, I should say. We are on the play. We are keeping. We are going turn 1 Curse Catcher into turn 2 Mutavault Silver Gillidat. Is this Zoo? Is this Burn? Ooh. You just had to put the choice to me, didn't you? I think again this is a classic choice of Merfolk that Merfolk has to make, is develop your board, or do you try to take them off mana? Copperline Gorge could mean quite a few things. It could mean burn, it could mean delve, or not delve, dredge. I don't know why I said delve. But usually, you know, they're... So if it is dredge and they didn't have a good turn 1 play, then their second turn is probably Cathartic Reunion, right? In which case I can't really stop that. It just... You know, it costs 1 red and 1 other. So I think we'll take a turn. So I was going to say there are a few other decks that it could be, one of which is Living End, and the other is So how much do we want to commit here? I think I will commit 1 Lord. This Curse Catcher means unless Swamp Cycling. What is this? Twisted Abomination. It regenerates for black. Okay. Alright, now that's a good target for Spreading Seas. Target it now because they need that black for the Demonic Dread or whatever it's called. Any Beasts Within. Damn. That is a destroy effect, right? Right. That's a good card. We could even like dismember our own creature. I don't think I particularly want to do that though. Blue, huh? He has blue. So what these guys are playing is there's that new card that gives -3/-3 to all creatures, and then okay, so he's just going for it right now. It'll give -3/-3 to all your creatures, and then you can play a card in your hand. Right. You can play a card in your hand that has converted mana cost 3 or less, so then they can just play any living ends that they have in their hand. We're just gonna win the game here, right? Activate Mutavault. Swing in for 5. Yes, sir. Okay, well, let's check our... Do we have any sort of indication how to sideboard against this? I don't think so. This is living end, right? No. Alright, shoo. Sideboarding against living end. Is dismember really good? I don't think so. Alright. They do have red creatures, right? Seize Claim seems a little lackluster. Unless they're really mana screwed, it's so hard to keep them off the colors. You know, Vendilion Click seems okay if they're playing that that spell where they're gonna then play the living end directly from their hand. I think Master of Waves is a good cut. I don't know, Spreading Seas just, you know, it cantrips and it lets us swing in. He did have islands in there. I saw him play an island. So let's see here. I guess Unified Will. Relic of Progenitus. Tidebinder Mage. Is Tidebinder better than Harbinger? Probably. You know, most of their shit has cycling, right? So what are you going to do? Bounce it back to their hand and then... Dispel counters very few things. Don't really want to bring that in. Ooh. Now that's a hand. I think I'm gonna try it. The question is, do I go for a relic or an Aether Vial? No, I go for an Aether Vial here because I was gonna say if he has no fetch land and he's just gonna cycle, that's one thing. Yes, sir. You are not gonna like this. Remove remove that verdant catacombs, sir. He might have sideboarded into the ingot chewer, I believe it's called. Yes, we definitely want to get a curse catcher out. Now, if he has Simian Spirit Guide, whatever, he can go for it right here, but would he really want to? That's one careful consideration with that. Oof. I really want another land. Another unified will. Okay, I feel like I just want to remove one of these creatures right now, rather than let him go to his turn and possibly play another fetch land or something. I might have considered an Aether Vial right there, because I'm fairly protected, but I do like the Unified Will. Your own end step. What are you going to do? Say no. Here you go. No. Yeah, there's Curse Catcher. So I think the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to remove one of his creatures. There's the living end. Now, I think I would prefer to counter this with Curse. Well, alright. If we counter with Curse Catcher, he's probably definitely not doing this unless he has... This is in my turn, right? My upkeep. So he's probably not doing this unless he has Simian Spirit Guide. So if I could go for Curse Catcher, he Simian Spirit Guides, pays for the Curse Catcher, and then gets a 4/4. Or after that happens, I Unified Will. If I do Unified Will and tap out, he can go to his turn, untap, play a land, you know, cycle another thing. I'm not for sure if I'm going to draw a land here to crack that relic. I do have 2 Unified Wills, so I think I'm just going to use the Unified Will here. I think I need to leverage. In this particular case, I just think I need to leverage the cards in my hand. I do have a Tidebinder Mage, like, even if he brings in a Caryatid and like another creature, I can tap one down. Alright, so here's the Demonic Dread. There's the other living end. Here's the Curse Catcher. Here's the Simian Spirit Guide, right? He pays for it. Yeah, he Fairy Macabre's my thing. Now he's going to get 2 things back, right? Okay. Alrighty. Now we bring in the Tidebinder Mage on the Caryatid. This Unified Will just does not work. We need to get rid of this Fairy Macabre. Macabre. Thank you, sir. Man. Shriekmaw. That seems like a pretty good target for Unified Will. Oh, and he just says, no more, sir. Alright, we would have drawn another Lord and a Harbinger. Because, I mean, we at that point, we're spreading seas. Okay. Pretty good, pretty good. We were choked on lands right there, though, for sure. So, sorry about missing out the first 2 games. Of course, we're now 2-1 in this league, but this is going to be the first recording y'all are going to see here. So, I will see y'all in the next video. If you like what you see, give me a thumbs up, subscribe. Tell your mom, tell your friends, tell your dog and cat. If you like Merfolk, we play it, and we play it shabbily. So thanks for joining, and I will see y'all in the next video.